Hello, my name is Sheila. This Christmas tree is ready to put decorations on. The ribbon is being put on in a crisscross fashion. It's quite elegant looking, even without the decorations, and I'm going to show you how to do it step by step. Hi there again, this is Sheila again with her daughter Tamara, who's my assistant today in showing us how to do the crisscross Christmas tree. What Tamara is holding right now are the ribbons that we're going to use to put on the tree. Okay, they're not cut terribly neatly. I have 10 of them cut in total for a 7-foot tree that is quite wide at the bottom. So the bigger the tree, the more ribbons you'll want to cut so that it looks neat. And so, for example, if you have a 5-foot tree, you're going to cut as many ribbons as you need, probably about 8, but they would be 10 foot long each because you double the length for the height of your tree. As I said, this is a 7-foot tree, so I have done 10 ribbons at 14 feet each cut in length. Okay?
And the wire?
You'll be using wire to attach it to the tree. I went to a craft store and out of the floral department just bought a little spool of light wire that's easy for you to maneuver, and that's what we'll be working with. Okay, so my daughter now is climbing to the top of the tree, which, by the way, you should have all of your lights on ahead of time. That's important because you don't want to be doing it later. So she's attaching them now to the top branch. We've already attached the 5 at the rear of the top branch, and now she's putting the additional 5 on the front of the tree. And after she's attached them tightly, and leave a couple of inches above the wire so that it doesn't fall through when you're pulling on it a little bit. So they have to be pretty snug up there. And you will use your star or your angel or a flower, whatever you choose, to cover that top part, okay? So right now, Tamara is working her way around the tree. We've attached the ribbon to the top, as I showed you, and now we're trying to just make the ribbons hang equally around the tree so that we can work with them. It's not a difficult task at all. It's just a matter of getting it done so that visually it looks okay. And when you think you've got them pretty well evenly spaced, stand back from the tree, take a look, and just say, okay, it looks good, and then we'll carry on with the next instruction. Okay, Tamara's completed putting the ribbon on the top of the tree, and it's draped down to the floor. You can see there's a lot of extra ribbon laying spread about, but you're going to be using, I'd say, probably 99% of it, and hopefully we've got enough there. All right, so that's what it's going to be looking like. You're just going to have it spreading down, kind of an equal space apart from each other, attached to the top, and now we're going to begin to show you how to do the ribbon in the crisscross. Okay, we're going to be starting to put our ribbons together now, and you'll need a starting point, and I put mine visually as high as I wanted on the ribbon, but measure down about 12 inches from a comfortable spot. As you can see, Tamara's got it just her fingers up in the air, and that's about 12 inches, and she's going to grab the ribbon there and hold that spot, and then she's going to move to the next ribbon, measure down approximately 12 inches. She's going to cross the ribbon at that point so that they cross each other. Okay, so you can see that happening. All right, I'll move up a little bit closer so you can see what she's doing. She's crossed the ribbon. Now, with the wire, I decided to buy little Christmassy flowers with wires on the back, and I'm using that. You can absolutely use the flower wire. It's okay, decorate it any way you choose. I just happen to like this look. And as you can see, those two, that's our first connection of our crisscross. Now we're going to carry on. Go to the next 2 ribbons that are hanging down and do precisely the same thing until we have completed the one set of wires all the way around the tree. And Tamara will start that now. To show you what I got, the flowers that I was telling you about, Tamara's holding one of them, And if you turn it over, you can see there's the wires on the back. Makes it very easy to attach to the tree. I purchased these at Michael's, but you can get them at craft stores, I believe, and they're not terribly expensive and they do look nice. Just a suggestion. Okay, as you can see, the very first row is attached at the top. It was very simple to do, simply taking the 2 ribbons as you went along and putting them together. And we joined them with the flower, and I'll try and get you a close-up of that so that you see it even a little bit better. Each one is joined just like that, with spaces between them that are pretty equal. Okay? All right, we can move on to the next step. Okay, now we're going to be starting on our second row, and my daughter Tamara is going to measure down on the right-hand side of one of the 2 ribbons that are joined together, 12 inches. She's going to pinch that one, and then she's going to move to her immediate right and grab from the other set 12 inches, and she's going to attach the wire to that one. And as you see, that forms our very first triangle. And just adjust it down off your stool, stand back, take a look, because the most important thing is that they're uniform, and it gives it a lovely look at the end when you're finished. Okay, so now that first one is done. She's going to move to the next one, which will be over on this side here. Okay, and again, it'll be 12 inches down and crossed over. And she'll attach her flower at the joining point. And then you have your second from the top, and you can see it looks lovely already. Now what you do is you continue that around the tree for your second row. Okay, we've completed our tree. We've even, as you can see, added a little topper made out of ribbons, and it looks really nice. A suggestion is to keep the tension of the ribbons quite a bit the same, because we did run into a couple of problems when we were doing our rows, and so the tension is fairly important, not crucial, but just stand back, and if you see something is uneven, just fix it, and it's easy to do. Okay, now that we're at the bottom, you can see we've got some that have short ribbons. That's due to my cutting not being exactly perfect, and it's what do we do now with these. So we're going to come up with a couple of suggestions, and you can just come up with your own or follow what we're doing. Be right back. Okay, here with the ends, as we were going to say, we're going to come up with a suggestion. I don't know how clear this is, but we've just cut off the ends of the ribbon so that it looks a bit like a bow. All right, so that's that one. This one here, we simply ended it at the flower and tucked the little bit, we cut the ends off and just tucked it under just to give it a neat look. Here's a look at it all the way to the top. As I said, you can do your own ribbon at the top, or you can put your angel, your star, whatever you choose. But the crisscross is really easy to do. I hope you've enjoyed it, and thank you, Tamara, for doing it. And it's all done. If you have any questions, you can ask them and I'll respond. Thanks, bye-bye.